Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week wisdom and legacy building podcast. This is day 852 of our trek, and usually time for our 3-minute mini trek called Wisdom Unplugged. But due to a heavy travel schedule for the next 2 weeks, I will be diverting from our regular daily topics, and instead, I will be reading from the parables of Jesus. Jesus' parables are seemingly simple and memorable stories, often with imagery, and all convey messages. Scholars have commented that although these parables seem simple, the message they convey is deep and central to the teachings of Jesus. Christian authors view them as not mere similitudes, which serve the purpose of illustration, but internal analogies in which nature becomes a witness for our spiritual world. Many of Jesus' parables refer to simple everyday things such as a woman baking bread, a man knocking on his neighbor's door at night, or the aftermath of a roadside mugging. Yet they deal with major religious themes such as growth of the kingdom of God, the importance of prayer, and the meaning of love. In our Western civilizations, these parables form a prototype for the term parable, and in our modern age, even among those who know little of the Bible, the parables of Jesus remain some of the best-known stories in the world. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio, and our parable for today is taken from Matthew chapter 21, verses 33 through 46, and it is about the evil farmers. Now listen to another story. A certain landowner planted a vineyard, built a wall around it, dug a pit for pressing out the grape juice, and built a lookout tower. Then he leased the vineyard to tenant farmers and moved to another country. At the time of the grape harvest, he sent his servants to collect his share of the crops, but the farmers grabbed his servants, beat one, killed one, and stoned another. So the landowner sent a larger group of servants to collect for him, but the results were the same. Finally, the owner sent his son, thinking, "Surely they will respect my son." But when the tenant farmers saw the son coming, they said to one another, "Here comes the heir to the estate. Come on, let's kill him and get the estate for ourselves." So they grabbed him, dragged him out of the vineyard, and murdered him. When the owner of the vineyards returned, Jesus asked, "What do you think he will do to those farmers?" The religious leaders replied, "He will put the wicked man to a horrible death and lease the vineyard to others who will give him his share of the crop after each harvest." Then Jesus asked them, "Didn't you ever read the scriptures? The stone that the builder rejected has now become the cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing, and it is wonderful to see. I tell you the truth, the kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a nation that will produce the proper fruit. Anyone who stumbles over the stone will be broken into pieces, and it will crush anyone it falls on." When the leading priests and the Pharisees heard this parable, they realized he was telling the story against them. They were the wicked farmers. They wanted to arrest him, but they were afraid of the crowds who considered Jesus to be a prophet. That'll end our parable for today. On tomorrow's trek, we will continue with other parables of Jesus. Thank you for joining me on this trek that we call life. Encourage your friends and family to join us, and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 851 treks or read the wisdom journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on Apple Podcasts or Google Play so that each day will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow for Philosophy Friday.